It's the new 1.21 update called Tricky Trials, which includes many new blocks, mobs and even a new structure. I will show you everything that is new in this update, so let's get started. First is the new structure that is called the Trial Chamber. It can be found underground anywhere in the overworld, but you don't need to go digging to find it. All you need to find the Trial Chamber is to visit the cartographer villager, who needs to be on a journeyman level. And from there you can buy a Trial Chamber map. This costs you 12 emeralds and a compass. The Trial Chamber itself is an awesome looking structure. It has many big hallways, corridors and chambers. In these corridors you can also find chests, barrels and decorated pots, which all contain some loot. And there are some trial spawners that make looting the corridors just a bit harder. But every corridor eventually leads you into the combat chamber that has even more spawners. These trial spawners here spawn all kinds of different mobs, and you can identify the spawner by looking at the blocks around it. For example, mossy cobblestone means it spawns zombies, stone block means it spawns cave spiders, and so on. This is a good way to identify how dangerous it actually is. 1.21 also introduces us two new mobs, the Breeze and Bogged. First, let's talk about the Bogged, who can be found in the swamp, mangrove swamp, and in trial chambers. Bogged behaves and looks very similar to the skeletons, but they shoot poisonous arrows that deal 3 points of damage, which is a bit weaker than the regular skeleton, who deal 4 to 5 points of damage. Bogged has 16 points of health and skeleton has 20 points of health, so it's also a bit easier to kill. When you kill the Bogged, it will always drop arrows and bones, but sometimes also poisonous arrows. You can also see they have couple mushrooms growing on their head. If you want those, then take some shears and give them a haircut. And now you got some mushrooms. The other new mob, Breeze, is much more interesting. Breeze is a new boss mob who can only be found in the trial chambers. And you can identify his spawner with the chiseled tuff being around it. The Breeze has 30 points of health and deals only 1.5 points of damage, which is less than 1 heart, so he isn't the strongest boss mob. When you kill the Breeze, it will drop 1 to 2 Breeze rods. But killing him isn't as simple as you think, since he dodges all the arrows and tridents, so you need to go up close and attack him from there. He also tries to push you away when attacking him. And once the fight has started, there will not only be a Breeze, but also waves of other mobs. Those spawn from the spawners in each room. And the amount of waves you get depends on the number of players that are nearby. This is designed so you and your friends can have a lot of fun while fighting here. Here in the combat room you may also find some help with the dispensers on the wall. Those dispense items like arrows, snowballs, fire charges, potions, water buckets and so on. But sometimes those dispensers can actually work against you, because the Breeze can also click buttons with his wind charge attack. Once all the mobs are defeated, the spawners in this chamber will start dispensing you different items, and then they will go for a 30-minute cooldown. The amount of items you get also depends on the amount of players that are nearby, so playing with friends gets you a lot more loot. And right now it's the perfect time to start a brand new 1.21 world, and do it by hosting a server on WiseHosting, the best Minecraft server hosting site built by us. Just go to wisehosting.com and pick a package, then select the version 1.21 from the game panel and you are done. The server is ready to join, but the best part is that I made a